Walk down any busy street in Kampala and you will hear a collision of sounds. Listen closely to the local pop hit playing from a passing boda boda. Beneath the Luganda lyrics, you are likely hearing the heavy kick drum of Jamaican dancehall or the bright guitar loops of West African highlife. This is performative fusion, the deliberate practice of taking local Ugandan traditions and layering them with global ideas. Acculturation occurs when these two distinct worlds meet. The traditional drum pattern and the electronic synthesizer occupy the same space, producing a unified sound wave that possesses characteristics from both. Artists who study these global systems gain new technical methods to expand how they communicate local Ugandan stories. To understand how this works, we need to isolate the components of a song. Let's start with rhythm, specifically how modern Ugandan tracks borrow rhythmic structures from global genres. This timeline shows a standard 4/4 rhythm. The dots hit directly on the main counting beats: 1, 2, 3, 4. When we introduce syncopation, bright spikes land directly between the numbers. Syncopation shifts the stress onto these offbeats, creating a feeling of forward momentum. This deliberate offbeat stress has strong roots in global jazz and modern electronic beats. When a producer layers this global offbeat on top of a traditional bakisimba rhythm, they instantly shift the energy of the track. The second variable of fusion is melody. A traditional stringed instrument like the adungu has a very distinct local tuning. We have to ask, what happens if a musician plucks those strings using a scale from across the world? This diagram outlines a pentatonic scale. It is a specific sequence of exactly 5 notes ordered by pitch. Pentatonic scales are common in Asian classical traditions. By applying this 5-note sequence to a Ugandan instrument, musicians produce a flowing, mystical sound that stands out within the local music industry. Think of this process like adding dodo to a recipe. The addition changes the profile of the dish, but it remains a recognizable local meal. Let's test your ear. Is the primary global influence in this fusion track a syncopated rhythm or a pentatonic melody? Pause the video and make your choice. If you chose syncopated rhythm, you're correct. Isolating these elements is the first step to mastering fusion. The final layer of performative fusion is physical choreography. This involves blending a traditional Ugandan dance step with a global style like salsa or hip-hop. This diagram illustrates the alignment required for a clean fusion. Choreographers lock the rapid footwork of a traditional Ugandan dance with the upright upper body posture of the global style to ensure the performance remains precise. Here is a summary table mapping specific global influences directly to their local adaptations. Notice how global electronic beats are adapted to modernized bakisimba rhythms. The verse-chorus structure of Western pop is adopted locally to format Kadongo Kamu, and 5-note Indian melodic modes are utilized to give fusion tracks a specific, exotic appeal. Take a screenshot of this table for your records. By looking outward, you discover the tools you need to innovate. Keep experimenting, stay curious, and use these global techniques to tell your own Ugandan stories.